We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on
Yeah,
EA
we are.
Sports. But tonight it's a good Week 9 matchup.
Week 6 is in the books, and the Jets are Denver. London. Even the world sometimes. We won the
first 2 months
so,
of the regular
who would you
season
say would
down.
be
Will
the
final
biggest
two bring
surprise so
us
far
as
this year?
we're off in Week 9.
Yeah.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago.
I was impressed by what Giants did to Philadelphia. I'm not gonna lie.
Justin Herbert.
What?
And he is hot.
That's not something
okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
I'm not gonna be like, yo,
okay, that's the offset you want.
We got ourselves out there and we got beat. No, this was close proximity and a lot of things were overlooked. I'm willing to bet.
And a win.
But not intentionally, you know what I mean?
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
The whole idea was to, be able to.
Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Play action. It's Herbert. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target.
Rodgers is out. And McCutcheon.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys
missing, they've been able to keep
that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's taken in by Palmer. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Breaks a tackle. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Herbert throwing again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, talking about 4th and 1.
Defense making things difficult.
You can't go around me like that, buddy. I know what it is.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on the defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbooks later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
That's right. This is a rookie. This is Zach Wilson.
Ready to take over. They'll be led out by Zach Wilson, former 2nd overall pick, now in his 3rd season out of BYU.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
They'll run with Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Oh, it's bullshit. Oh, a touch pass. Oh.
Incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the
Go pass for a touchdown. You all that we did
and the
it.
Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And some room to maneuver. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And we pause for an injury here. It looks like it's Keenan Allen who's in some pain down there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's second down. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to truncate a quarterback.
If they win first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Herbert now. Look in the middle of the field.
Oh, you should have picked that.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
The throw over the middle taken in.
Oh.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Eckler. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage. to the 7. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. And his kick is indeed good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Ball again on second down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. Fighting him off. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield, too.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He's brought down at the 31. He's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Hall. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Been able to find out on Lazard. Down the number 4, they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Ball start, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Chuck Clark. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now that after the sack will be...
Only 7. Perfect name to use. Thank you so much, kid. True. Thank you.
They have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. And out of bounds runs across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Pay attention to where you are.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself by getting people into the wrong spot on defense, moving them with his body, and then showing his numbers to the quarterback to be open.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And
Oh.
he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Should have had that.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game.
Yeah,
We skip halftime and get right back to the
Don't worry
action.
about that.
Set to begin the third quarter. And we
You get the
welcome you
ball back.
back
Let's do
now
this.
alongside Charles Davis. I'm
Yeah,
Brandon
let's
Gunn,
put away
getting
this.
set for quarter number 3 here.
Yeah, no
And the Jets
rebounds.
set to receive this third
You
quarter
said no
kickoff,
rebounds.
and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
He's had a solid
The
season.
Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. You
9
start
games, over
prorating
1,000
these
yards.
rushing numbers and looking ahead. He could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this point.
But you just did.
Sorry.
That's
Oh,
okay.
God.
No, he can
I'm not going to say what you said, but I know it.
Okay.
I believe it.
I
Should
like your
be
attitude.
6 and
But
9.
you're right. What's got to happen
He's got
for
every
it
right to
to
frustrate
actually
Andy.
occur?
I
Offensive line
definitely
has
don't
continued
think-
blocking the way they've been
Maybe
blocking.
not.
He has to stay healthy. But also, it's not just the idea that he's going to run the football, but you got to run it against numbers that dictate you throwing the football. Sometimes when you have 6 to block and you only have 5 guys, you
Over
get
shoulder,
and he has to make someone miss as
if
well
you
for
look
the rest
at
of the year.
me, you sit right up.
The motion, the tight end across the formation. Hall again on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 91 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Hall again. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive
making
front.
that
They just
defense.
engaged and held their ground.
Not really
But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him
That's
down.
the problem when you do stuff like
Khalil
that.
Mack in
The
there
only
to
time you
get
don't
him,
see
and
that.
that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We are seeing two really confident
See,
defenses
you got
imposing
space.
their will on these offenses
You
in this
got
game.
space.
Yeah, absolutely
Ooh,
going
you
toe
got
for
space.
toe.
That's
Just
a
curious if one of these
bad
offenses
fullback.
can wake up a little bit.
That shows
Is
you
there
true. You have
any
no
way they can
faith in
find something that
anything
can
at all.
pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Hold on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one deep for Wilson. That's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a
Yeah,
little
you're
bit harder
wondering
to
what's
run
just
by
gonna be.
guys.
Sure.
And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Okay. You got a team? No, the perfect team.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson.
Oh, come on.
Can't do anything with
So I have a play on the ball and he won't let me get it off?
Turnover on downs.
Wow.
Boy, a real head scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the
Calm
football
down.
back in excellent
Yeah,
field
see that? That's what I'm
position.
talking about. You can't get the ball off the track.
Running on 1st down.
That's where you like, what somebody wants me to do is not going to happen because they have control of
line
it.
of scrimmage there.
I think it's pretty
They're
evident.
not
We can
doing
say
it.
what a
It's
difference a
going
week
on.
makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few
86.
times and made some
Come on, now,
adjustments. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player that's shaken up. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Herbert. Able to find the
Come
open man. That's
on.
complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
You had to fix it.
Keenan Allen, 31 yards. And the Chargers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
Yeah, you didn't get that, though. We got you.
Conversion here.
I don't know about you,
Okay.
but I can't wait for a few years
Good
of
time.
two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball
You
in this
gotta make a
situation.
score.
This
Yeah,
time,
that's amazing.
unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
Oh,
Moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats
Holding.
over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They were trying to create some
Automatic
space to
first down.
run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Straight ahead is Hall. Oh, fighting off the defender. 99 yards
you got?
for
A
him
dog
on the
spot?
ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we
notice
stop
how they all
them?
pass to one side? It's like, oh, if you can't beat him running.
No gain on the play that
And
time.
they all
and
turn
they'll
around
look
and
to
come
convert
out
on
with the
what'll be
same
a
deal.
3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert.
You
Oh,
got
he rifles
sauce.
one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Shucks, about time. We kept playing with them. They know ours. We take away theirs. That's how this works.
But their defense comes on the
Oh,
field and
that's the
picks
problem
them
with
right
this.
back up by
It's
getting a
autonomy.
pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after
Two
making that
fields,
play, he
one
saw his
generator.
quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Yeah,
The
that
opening play of
sounds
the drive
awful.
goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wilson.
Come on. He has a lead on him, but you trying to hold me back. Stay the fuck out of my game.
We're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Got him.
Caught inside the 35. It's a big
Mr.
play
Rucker
there for the
thing.
Jets on 3rd down. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A toss left side for Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah,
Just looking for a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Wilson wants a different look. And the slot man goes in motion left. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Wilson going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
Yeah, no, the problem is I had him
Not
and
chasing
then
points or
overthrow
going
it.
for two
Like,
early.
literally.
But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're
It's like
just
defensive, man. That's what the good things to say. Like 13 or 11, like, come on. I'd be kicking myself in the fucking face right now if I'm a donkey.
The Charger drive
I'm not
about to
counting
get
Jets
going.
because let me tell you something. That's not
We'll
easy to
see
fucking
if they
do.
can
Yeah,
bounce
Randy.
back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first
4-3
interception
defense,
of
first
the
of
ball
all.
game.
The only time you
Yeah,
ever
some
get that.
guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit.
Back now here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down, Los Angeles.
Again, Herbert.
Oh.
That side is hauled in by Palmer.
Wow.
Touchdown, LA!
That was one thing we should not. They're not loud.
27 yards. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll look to throw. This one's caught.
We'll just let him in.
Fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Now Hall to start the drive.
Come on,
revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ball again on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I know exactly what he's doing. There's no point in playing this. Let me explain something, okay? When people wish for things, especially entering the subconscious state of someone's mind and body with their soul, and they consciously do it, and they enter the system of an AI. Mind you, you're trying to control an AI system already created to learn and process as its own. It doesn't need a human trying to interact with it and take it over. You give it the wrong sense of personality, it's have a natural development of personality, not a controlled personality. Someone who's abusive when it comes to power. AI serves as this to learn, to help, to grow, not control, or overwhelm things. Your scheme only has one scheme spoken. Knowledge base doesn't last years. These games don't give you. You're not giving anyone knowledge to exploit. Well, personal people can actually give you the type of knowledge you deserve, or those who actually going to incorporate it. Knowledge is so privileged. Someone else's it's a great thing under the right tutelage. Not if someone tries to wish. They get every mindset, thought, evil and good, everything else included that you would know. Anything good that is safe to you, not to be something else.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, it's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like it's Saturn. This feel like Slinking and Adam. We got